All right, it's time for Kip's Catastrophes and Legends Losers. I've already hung my head in shame and publicly admonished myself for my picks last week. Mississippi State, come on, Joe Moorhead, you got to do better than that. And also, the other Kip's Catastrophe was Syracuse. Clemson in a revenge spot really went out and did not look very good. They won the game, but they didn't come close to covering after they lost their quarterback, Lawrence. So we got to bounce back here. Give me the ball. I'll go first. Kip's Catastrophe number one. We didn't talk about this SEC matchup, but I think the line is a little bit out of whack. This is kind of a trap game. Georgia kind of mailed it in last week against Tennessee. Didn't hit on all cylinders. I think Kirby Smart and Jim Chaney are still kind of learning how to play with all these offensive weapons and toys and maybe outsmarting themselves a little bit. I mean, you didn't really have to have your A1 plan against Tennessee, and I think they're going to tinker some more this week with Vandy. We've already seen Vanderbilt go on the road and play Notre Dame tough, so the environment at Georgia is not going to be any tougher than that. This Vandy team has already been there, done that. They're getting 26 points. I don't think Georgia covers here. Give me the Doors plus 26 for the first Kip's Catastrophe. The second one, gosh, I've gone back and forth on this. It's really difficult to pick another game here, but I am going to go right here on this network this afternoon. You are going to see the Florida State Seminoles and the Miami Hurricanes. Florida State is having a terrible struggle under new coach Willie Taggart of making the transition to more of a spread kind of a fast break team. The defense hasn't performed very well, but it's a huge rivalry game, and I still think Mark Richt's team is a little suspect. I'm going to take points here too. I'm going to take the Noles just because I think they're going to play their best game of the year at Miami where they got nothing to lose. More pressure on the Canes. I like the 13.5 points. I'm taking the Florida State Seminoles. Kip's loser, the Miami Hurricanes minus 13.5.
Give me that ball, Kip. Give me that ball. Love the Vandy pick. Let me just say, we finally on the same page.
All right, good. That's good. That's good.
Page, baby. Love the Vandy pick. I'm going to give you a pick. You know, we talk nationwide. We just want to give you picks that's going to win. And these picks are going to win for you this week. I feel them. We on fire, baby. You feel? I'm fire. I feel that. UCF, baby. UCF.
Defending national champions.
Defending national champions. I don't know if you know it, Kip, but let me preach a minute as the Pope of college football, ladies and gentlemen. This team is for real. They're for real.
They're very good.
This team is very good. The longest winning streak in the country. SMU gives up 50 just when they blow the whistle, ladies and gentlemen. You want to take UCF and get paid this week. Legend loser, the SMU Mustangs, baby. Now let me give you one NFL game, so when you get all this money on Saturday, you got something to do on Sunday. I love the Atlanta Falcons. Don't I look like I could be the coach of the Atlanta Falcons right here? I love the Atlanta Falcons against a Pittsburgh Steelers team that's just a bunch of whiny crybabies crying all the time. I don't make but $900,000 a game. I got to have, boy, shut up! Atlanta this week. Take the 3 points, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the Falcons with such crippling injuries on defense. Matt Ryan is having a Hall of Fame, unbelievable
Ridley,
year.
baby, Calvin Ridley,
the
superstar.
The Tide connection. All right, right here on ABC 3340 today, the lineup of games. You've got Jimmy Harbaugh, hosting the Maryland Terrapins.
That's right.
That's the first. That's going to follow us here shortly at the kickoff to that ball game, and then this afternoon, as I mentioned, Florida State and Miami tonight here on ABC 3340. You get the showdown. Could be a trap for Notre Dame coming off the huge win over Stanford. They go to Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. Have you ever tried to go to Blacksburg, Virginia?
I haven't.
It is difficult. There's dirt roads involved. There's cutoffs. There's signs pointing both directions.
No way.
If Notre Dame even finds their way to Blacksburg Stadium, that environment's crazy. The Hokies had an inexplicable loss 2 weeks ago to Old Dominion, but bounced back big last week. This is another possible upset because Notre Dame's another team that, you know, all the pundits now are saying this is a championship, a playoff contender. I'm not really buying that. I don't know what you
Well,
think.
you had to give Notre Dame one thing, ladies and gentlemen. They play one hell of a schedule.
That's for sure.
Every week, this team is playing somebody. And I agree with you. This is a dangerous Virginia Tech team coming off that loss to Old Dominion. Did look good last week. I'm interested to see what old Mr. Jim Harbaugh finna do right here in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Michigan keep talking about they going to get where Alabama, where all these teams are. Well, let's see
When's that
something,
gonna happen?
Jim.
We got to go, folks. Have a great football Saturday. Enjoy all the action. Come on out to Birmingham Greyhound Racing and catch it all. Kip and the Legend will be back next week here on Talkin' Sports. Have a great football Saturday.